Hello.
I hate McDonald's, bro.
Whoa, welcome back. Welcome back. Wait, why do we hate McDonald's? I thought that was the best brand.
No, anyway. So fashion.
Okay, we're not getting into that.
Fashion, yes.
The current state of fashion, to
Fashion
be
is-
exact.
I don't even like that shit for real.
Nah, I don't like clothes that bad.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Showrooming. Today we have
Like Armor, Julian.
Alfred Seymour, Daniel.
David.
and Jackie, and today we're here just to talk, hang out, get into some cool topics. Start it off, David.
Well, like we said, cool topics. There is a lot of things we can talk about, but we're trying to keep it under a certain time limit today, just because we're testing the analytics out right now. So we can start with what just like any other podcast, I guess you can say, show, sorry. We can start with recent pickups today. So like any recent pickups we might have had over, let's say 2 months, 3 months maybe. Just because, nowadays economy, we can't really be buying a lot as a recent.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, I can still buy. We're about to get $2,000 checks. Come spend them.
Yeah, that is.
No, we're
Is
not
that
getting
true?
that
Is that
shit.
true?
We're not getting
Hold
that.
on.
We're not
But
getting
to,
that shit.
To
bro.
get into that, can I say like the recent pickup I just had is like this flannel. It's like this like vintage. I don't know what the name of the brand is, to be honest with you.
It doesn't really matter if it's
But-
vintage, right? At that. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter when it's vintage what brand it is.
Right, literally. It doesn't matter the brand, but it's just a good quality. It's like thick, it's warm. It's
Cotton.
like a 2X. Yeah, it's all cotton. But
2X, but fits like a medium, I bet.
large oversized.
Large
Large
oversized.
oversized.
That's how it goes. dude.
That's large
how it
oversized.
goes.
But yeah, this is my recent pickup. I love it. And winter time's coming. I'm going for that, modern grunge or whatever the kids are calling it.
Yeah.
Them little kids. Is that
Modern
a thing
pickups.
now? Modern grunge.
Modern grunge? Well, Danny coined it.
No, I
Oh,
didn't. I saw someone else talk
coin
about it.
at the only show.
I saw someone else say it online, and I was like, that makes sense. I like it.
Yeah, I feel like it's like, grunge is like definitely like transformed into nowadays. It's like, it's a whole nother topic. Okay, as far as recent pickups, this whole
Hey,
outfit,
deviate, bro.
this whole outfit really is recent. World War II German military overalls. This is bullshit ass hoodie.
Overalls that we
Are these
murdered.
Gore-Tex? Are these
We have to
Gore-Tex
cut
or
out.
no? Is there technology in
Murdered.
these?
No, I don't know if we had to.
Well,
I mean,
try
I don't
it.
know, 'cause they're- yeah, I mean, it's like
Should we try
it's
it?
like some like. All right. Anyway, beyond that, about like just like right now, what I'm buying is like vintage, vintage and like kind of like semi-modern, like metalcore t-shirts. Kind of like what I'm into right now.
Yeah. So semi-modern. What do you date?
Semi-modern,
What does that
like
mean?
so. The kids kind of say some semi-modern is like 2010s.
The kids.
2010s, 2010s. Like to me that's kind of old. That's like already like what 15 years from now.
Yeah, that
like,
is
that's
old.
super old. Like
Yeah,
that's a whole kid.
that's a
literally.
whole kid in high school. Fuck.
experiencing high school.
Blurb.
Recent pickups. I have just been getting stuff for myself. I feel like before I used to just get whatever. Like if it was cute, I would buy it, even if it wasn't my style. So this past weekend, I got a Umbro like 90s hoodie that has like this really cool print all over the hood, and it says Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. It's green. It's very cute. I also picked up some Vape Converse from 2002. Those are so cool.
crazy, yeah.
I love them, but like I only wore them twice, and
Shout out Texas
the
Dimebag.
sole is like super slippery, so I almost busted my ass.
No, it's not even Converse to collab. It's just like their own shit, right? Like,
No, it is a Commerce collab.
it's Converse collab.
Yeah, it's official. It's on the tags. Yeah, because there is one. You know how
There's like the skull stuff
we
where it's like their own.
they're
shit.
ripping stuff off sometimes.
yeah, we know that.
So, but I mean, that's kind of what like Vape was all about. I feel like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they just when Commerce get like really worn, they just start becoming slippery.
Yeah,
And then the lace snapped today. Like I was just tying that
So
shit.
hey, that's
and
how
it,
you
like,
know they're
snapped in
vintage.
half. This is true.
They're dry
this is
rotted
true,
laces.
this is true.
Just go swap them.
Yeah. The sole is fine.
Nah.
lace that fuck up.
I mean, it's fine. Like as long as I'm not walking like on like a like a gym floor, like you know, like
Yeah.
I'm okay. There's some grip.
A gym floor.
Yeah, I almost busted my ass today, but yeah, more like me things. Like they're pink, they're camel pink, so I feel like I've been really into pink lately, and shit. Those are the two things I picked up this past weekend. I don't know, like
ThriftCon.
yeah.
ThriftCon San Antonio.
Yeah, that's a whole.
Which, according to the public, is better than the
better?
Houston one.
Yeah,
Type shit.
According-
it was better.
Type shit.
So I heard.
It was better. It was
But
better.
why do we think that?
I think.
I wasn't there.
Is that why it's better? No.
That's literally that's
No
that's probably
key.
why.
Low-key,
Hey, he left us some
That's
custies.
Nah, type shit.
Well, I personally think that Houston is just, we're very how can you say it? Like we're not thirsty for vintage like other cities.
Low-key.
Even that close
Honestly,
next
yeah.
door.
No, well, that's actually the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just that we're a port city, so you know we are one of our main exports. Main exports is probably going to be like clothing in general,
Mhm.
like used clothing. You know, we have so
bunch.
much of it. Like, I
Tons
mean,
of
we
it.
both work at rag
This is
houses.
true.
Like, we have our fucking
Can't
lungs
tell
are
you
like
where.
falling off because like of the amount of like dust and like cotton there is in those. Like,
How much
warehouses.
time you think you've lost just working in a rag house?
You answer. No, you answer. How much time have you lost?
A lot.
Years,
a couple
right?
days, years.
I've lost lives, multiple lifetimes
Damn, he's a cat.
in the rag. The rag is like
No, that
Cat.
shit will.
Talking about cat. That's a
the-
ripoff
the-
of cat.
The rag is its
His hat.
own like purgatory state plane of existence.
True.
When you go there, nothing matters. Time doesn't matter. As long as you find that one shirt or something that's like really cool, you know. But that's me romanticizing that shit.
Yeah.
But it low-key do feel like that
Starts
though.
coughing.
Yeah.
No,
It
no.
low-key do feel like that
Yeah,
though.
that's how it is. Yeah, like well, besides there's two things, right? It's like how much time you have lost searching for shit, and how much like lifetime you have lost from the amount of like toxic like fucking fumes there is in that.
Yeah,
fucking warehouse.
definitely.
Like,
All the dust in our brains,
yeah, we're
it's
like
coated.
yeah, we're cooked. We're literally cooked.
I actually just started wearing a mask again in the rag.
no, I haven't. So I'm missing out.
I did.
Yeah, I'm losing a lot.
And
of
I
brain
feel
cells.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does it actually help though?
I think so. Honestly,
Okay.
I got
I
the
need to get on
95.
Okay, I need to get on that because I haven't worn a
Well,
single anything.
Right.
No
Well,
gloves, no mask.
we wouldn't know, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But the point, true blue,
blue collar work right
back
here.
to the
True
point
blue collar
though
work. Yeah,
is
back to the
that
point.
here in Houston there is so much rag houses. Back then we had more bins locations than like any other cities in the state. Now we got watered down to 3, I think now. So I think we got kind of nerfed. But to go back on the point, it's just that here in Houston we have so much like vintage used clothing coming in that there's, and also not just that, and also the fact that there's so much markets here that it's just so
I
heavily.
don't think
like-
there's enough markets, low key.
you don't think so, bro?
Really?
There's
I
probably
can
one
name
for
like
every
5,
day.
and
Yeah, there's probably one for
I
every
think there
day.
should be more, low key.
No.
I do feel like it'll be kind of fun if they're during the week. Like, you know, some people can't make it on the weekend. Like, but during
Tianguis.
like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's getting
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
It's
there's
getting there.
yeah. I mean, there's market. There should be the markets. Yeah, like you said, the Tianguis. They be at Wednesdays and shit, and like people.
It'd be those random days you want to shop.
That's what I'm saying.
But you're saying like we need more, but I think ThriftCon San Antonio was also better because it was only one day. Like there's 2 days in Houston. I feel like people are like, okay, first day I'm just gonna look, and then or like vice versa, whatever. And so like that can kill a lot of sales because people forget or they just like change their minds. I think because it was only one day. People got excited
Showed up.
and they showed up. They
There was a
spent their
line.
money. Like I feel like people
Long line.
weren't really hesitant to pay up. Like they were bargaining, but like it wasn't bad. Like I spoke to a few people that were like, "Do this," but it wasn't like very far off, you know. So, more or less,
More or less what?
like markets.
I think
More.
I think
less.
I think they
I
just need to
think
be. I think
less.
people need to just make them a lot like curate the markets. I saw someone post like one of these true vintage people talking about how they like eventually if markets will pay vendors to come vend at their stuff, you know. So I do think
That'd be
I
beautiful.
feel like that. I feel like we should like maybe we're not there yet, but like I see
It's
it
gonna
coming.
get to that point.
I see it coming because like
Yeah.
they're like you know like we don't go to a lot of markets and we try, but it's just hard, too expensive, time, whatever. You know, if you want be an owner of a market, I feel like you want to have the best of the best, and I feel like maybe people don't see it that way right now. Like people who run markets, I don't think they see it that way. I think they just see it as filling up X, Y, and Z spots, and I think it should be more like I want the best true vintage, the best Y2K, the best trinkets, like actually filter down that stuff. And I think that would make it like whoever does that first will have the best market. Like I mean, and just to put it real quick, and you said how in Mexico they have a market every day, tianguis, they like there's tianguis. Every tianguis is different. Every day is different. You'll find different type of stuff, and that's what we need. We need to find like, okay, Monday we're gonna keep for this. Wednesday we're gonna go
rotation.
Go look for like the car parts. And X, Y, whatever it is. I think that's what.
You know why it works? Because in Mexico, because it's accessible. These people can just walk there, walk past it, look wherever you want, or like if you already know where you're going, you're gonna go, and then you're gonna see a bunch of other cool stuff on the way there or whatever. It's just we need more accessibility to these kind of places to have these markets like rotating, because I think that's a cool idea. I didn't even realize that, but like rotating stuff like this day, that'd be cool. Like just so people can be interested in other stuff, you know what I mean? And have it accessible to them.
And and you're gonna have to also like, I feel like it used to be so easy to just go into a market and brand and make a lot of money, right? And now it's like I feel like people need to start trying. Like you need to get my attention somehow. Like me, if there's there's days when I'm like I'll go into a market and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look through every rack. And there's days I don't want to look through any racks. Yeah. So and I just go based off the vibes I see in the people that they're talking to, like the people who own the booth, and just what they got hanging, the way they have it, like the little things like the hangers, like all that stuff matters. And I think maybe they don't see that. I think people are not like, they're starting to be they're starting to realize stuff like that, but I think we're still very far behind. And I think it's a good, like Houston, since we have so many markets, it's a good opportunity like to just make money and like invest in your booth if you really care. Like if you're trying to make money, you're gonna just try the minimum, and you can tell, like we can tell when you're like barely trying to anything.
I was thinking like right now, like I think what I'm thinking about is like a mall basically.
Yeah.
But like with regular people.
A mall with regular people.
Yeah, no. When you go to the mall, it's not regular.
A mall with regular people that are vendors. Like vendors, like
the
just
antique market is
like
Frank.
I guess, yeah, basically,
have,
like a pulga, like a Trader's
like
Village, like all that shit.
Yeah, but like with
vintage vendors. Yeah.
Vintage vendors. So
curation,
right? That was that's definitely a thing. I mean, that's what it feels like in like New York and stuff. Sometimes it feels that way. Like there's remember we went to that one place. It's like a really crazy true vintage store. And it's like inside a mall, and it's like
the Japanese one, right?
Yeah. And we went, like we tried things out. There's other things going on there, although it wasn't exactly what I feel like what we're trying to do is very like very 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 niche, and I don't know if it could happen like that way just yet. But I see what you mean.
I think Houston does yearn for multi-business spaces, because you see like all these coffee shops doing like tattoos and like vintage, and then like you see all these businesses that are like trying to like mix everything together. And it's like, I mean, yeah, people yearn for community and like socializing and like spaces that can do everything that's cool, like, or that we deem cool today,
Yeah. No, that's a good point that people here in Houston. I mean, I don't know what it is now. I feel like I couldn't right now pinpoint why people don't want to do that. Like, I feel like I've tried, and I don't know, people I think here feel like they want to do their own thing by themselves all the time. So like, and especially given the accessibility part, like if it's so hard to get anywhere, like why not have three of us be at some place all the time, get your coffee, your shirt, and like some jeans, or like, just get it all in one. I feel like that's good.
Definitely.
Yeah. I'm like trying to gather my thoughts on that.
It's just like a big space for everyone, basically.
Yeah.
That people yearn for.
Yeah. Well, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I just feel like that though also has to do with like a lack of people being able to open up like their actual shops. Like say, like we've seen such a huge influx of like matcha pop-ups lately.
Whatever that fucking means.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that means, but
Hey, we're trying to get monetized.
but it's just like I love it, but I think like before, you know, you would see people actually open up a coffee shop, not a pop-up. And so it's also like economy thing, you know, like people can't rent's fucking high.
There's only one person here who has experience working in a tattoo, vintage, and a coffee shop,
Here you go.
and that's me. And that's me.
Oh,
Nah, I don't
what
know
was
say.
that?
I think actually I have funny enough,
you just tried to say that.
you guys all have like the insight of like, you guys think that if like a store had existed like that, where it was like all those things combined, kind of like a second space, I guess you can say, that it could be successful. Third space, sorry, correct, yeah. Third space. Second space? What's the second space? Work and home, yeah. So,
Second Street.
Second Street. I have a lot of things to say about
we
that.
just
Okay,
got
so,
one open, you know. We're moving
so
somewhere.
actually working in like a coffee, vintage, and tattoo shop, I feel like it's so many things. Like, it's just so many fucking things. Like,
Can I get a
it
tattoo,
could be
bro?
cool. Literally, no, literally, like, literally. And I want a macchiato, I want a Harley, and I want a fucking butterfly on my shit. I want a butterfly on my shit, homie. Like, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, who the fuck's gonna want that, bro?
You think that's too much? You think it's too much?
You think so?
I feel like it's the way it's presented.
not.
So where you work,
How many people ever came in and asked for all three?
That's literally why my point was going to be.
Too many options.
It's too much. Like, you're coming for either or. So the thing about a store like that is the reason why it will be cool is because, for example, if you're a coffee shop, your coffee customers are going to come in and be exposed to a vintage and tattoo shop. Vice versa with the tattoo people, vice versa with the vintage people. The only problem is like who's actually going to be interested in all three? Realistically, only like 10 people, and those 10 people.
one is
I think
3,
all
2,
four of us
all
low-key-
four of us,
three,
yeah.
3 with the producer. Shout out the producer.
Yeah. I know a couple too, but the point is like, again, go back on like.
What is your point now? No, let him finish.
Just that, right? Like, it's just very hard to have it work. Because
I
look
get
at
what you're saying.
Because
Well,
look at it now.
remember-
No, because look at it now. It's just a tattoo shop now.
True, but remember in New York, we went to that one coffee shop tattoo spot
What?
Shout out
in Brooklyn. It was like really big. It's like
yes,
down.
yes,
The
yes.
cups are really cool. Very
Yeah,
like.
but I didn't even know it
features.
was a tattoo shop. Like
I
was
only found out because I went to a restroom and they were like
Yeah.
tattooing in the back. I was
And
like,
that's the thing, accessibility.
It was a really
That's true.
because
it
people.
wasn't accessible at all. We went out of
Brooklyn,
our
but it's
fucking
not,
way to get
Brooklyn
there.
is not like accessible. Like Brooklyn is like a thing that's being fixed right now. There's a word for
a
it.
thing,
Allegedly.
that's
Overall.
being fixed right now.
Gentrification.
Yeah.
Gentrification.
Yeah, we're gonna fix it right up.
Oh shit.
Anyway, but so they just took over and like the whole thing became a tattoo shop. But beforehand, wasn't it like a contribution to the rent? Like the reason that they like we're all three were together.
It's getting dicey.
Oh, we're getting too deep into
Well,
it.
I don't know. Like
We're getting
I
into
don't
politics
I
now.
don't think we have to personalize it to them. I think
True.
from what I see from that space, I mean, obviously it was just like it works best as its own thing. Because the whole space is beautiful.
Yes.
And it's like if only one person gets one part and only one part, you know what I mean? Like it's just too much going on.
It's just too much.
So I think one space works best for like one thing.
And the thing is too is like it's kind of like a minuscule a minuscule kind of issue, but it was a very big issue in our store. Was hours. You know, a tattoo shop's gonna be open till like 1-2 a.m. Coffee shop's gonna close like at what? You know, who's gonna want a coffee at like 6 p.m. Some people.
No, a lot
But
of people-
besides
Mexicans
that,
do.
A lot of people do look
Like Mexican culture is all about that. And I feel like you almost can factor that in Houston because so much Mexicans here, you know.
yeah.
And factor stuff
Why
like
are y'all
that in.
closing them coffee shops so early?
I feel like
I want to go to cafeteria past 2 p.m.
because motherfuckers don't want to pay their employees, bro.
Yeah.
Tea.
blur.
Anyway.
Anyways, our personal styles. How are we?
Moving on, by the way.
Yeah. To change topics.
Well, personal styles.
Wait, hold on. I don't think David even talked about his pickups.
Yeah, he didn't. What are your pickups, bro? Go on.
Sorry.
Oh, damn. I got skipped over. Well, actually, I don't even know if I had any picks. I don't. So I don't know because sometimes we'll buy stuff for like tarsals and it's like, is it for me?
Does
But
that
I'll
count?
wear it
Does
sometimes.
that count? Yeah.
Sometimes I'll wear it.
Then that's yours.
So I mean, I just got like that Oakley long sleeve shirt.
That was really cool.
That one's
Did you sell it at Samsung?
No.
The gray one.
Yeah, everybody asked about it, and eBay's been going crazy, and
you know what's crazy? We sold the red one and not the gray one.
Yeah, because I don't know. The red one is a little better though. Red is I saw this somewhere. The red is like a color that people been asking about in the vintage world.
Really?
See, she's wearing red. We're on a red couch. Like, I mean, they're on a red couch. You know, like
I sold a vintage.
Because like colors also.
Yeah, I think color in general, but like red is a really great color. I think that right now for me, I like it a lot, just because it just kind of goes with everything and it doesn't at the same time.
Red is my favorite color.
Type shit.
So.
Yeah, we used to pick this, bro.
Right. I mean that, I guess, and then I mean, what else? Like, I mean, I got this. She got me this for my birthday. So does that count? Does that count?
That was like 3
That's too
billion
long.
years ago.
That's true. That's too. I don't know.
That was the 29th birthday. Now he's.
Didn't
like
you get something at
35th.
Chopo? Like, you got a shirt at Chopo?
I'm playing.
No, we ended up passing on that one. We ended up passing on that shirt. But you know, like, I mean, you know, Chopo. There's a lot of cool stuff there. That a lot of brands also. What I've been trying to pick up, I guess I can speak about that. It's like something local, not local, but like something very like a small brand. I'm trying to support a small brand, but I don't know. Y'all not helping. No, like for real though. Like for real that I'm trying to buy a small brand. I'm trying to buy into a brand, like as in like I want to buy a piece or two from it. You know, just to kind of, I mean. I'm big on that. I'm trying to find new brands all the time. So, I mean, I have found a couple here and there that I've been eyeing, but I mean, one is price. You know, I don't complain about the price, but I'm like, I need to, you know, to spend $500 on a shoe or like a jacket. You know, you gotta save up. So like that's been the thing. I've been trying to find some cool small brands. So if you have anything cool that I haven't seen, but I keep my eye on things, so like I've seen a lot, you know, so I keep up pretty well. So if you like, I'm willing to look into stuff all the time. I love it. I love finding new brands.
Same.
So I think, and now everything, you know, I was watching ComplexCon video, and like that's what I don't know. ComplexCon, I think the past 2 years has changed drastically. Now it's just brands. Like I used to be, I swear, like it's just people with their brands. Like Hellstar was like headlining this year, and like. I have strong opinions about Hellstar, but
how was it like back then?
I think back then it was just like, I mean, I guess it was brand activations, but it was like big brands, like, you know, Nike and them doing it. Yeah, I don't even. Undercover did do it. Yeah, I think Undercover did do it. So like, maybe I don't know. Maybe I just didn't pay close enough attention, or maybe now people are being a lot. The content is different now out there, so maybe that's how I found out about it. They were going up to brands. And I'm like, oh, like there's this brand I saw on Twitter. That was there. You know that brand? Have you seen that guy on Twitter who had that MM6 Supreme hoodie that he was getting flamed for?
Yeah.
He was there, and I was just like, oh, like.
What was his brand? That's crazy. Okay.
I mean, if you're copying that blatantly, like,
yeah.
I don't know. That's just the biggest pet peeve, bro. But yeah, I mean, that's just kind of where I kind of am starting to develop my style, I guess. Finding new things. Something I can resonate with, and it's just been hard, at least for me. And I look into a lot of brands. So what about you guys? Like, is there anything? Are y'all developing y'all's personal style right now?
Me, I think I'm just getting back into what I used to like when I was like not even a teenager, like before that, like when I was like 12 years old, 13, 14, because. Like, we recently went to a Tumblr night at Barbarella. And...
Doxing.
Hey.
Anyway,
yeah, so I wore, like, my 5 Sauce t-shirt from when I was, like, 12 or something. It's, like, derping since 2011. And, nice. You know, like, it's cringy, but it's cute because I've had it for so long. I've had it, like, what, half of my life or whatever.
Did you actually say that, derping?
Yeah. What? I watched it today too, so I was like, oh. Anyway, more like girly stuff, because I feel like for a while I was just dressing very like baggy t-shirts and baggy pants, and now I think I'm getting more into like grown woman style too.
Reformation.
I love Reformation. I still need to go back and get those jeans that I tried on like in February. And I told the girl, yeah, I'll be back.
I mean,
it's been like 8 months.
You can still be back.
It's because, dude, they're like $300. You gotta think
if they still
about
got them by now, be like, I'll do 120.
Time.
Yes, at Reformation.
Oh.
At Reformation?
Is it tight?
Bargain at Reformation.
Yeah, bro. Why not?
Right.
I don't even know what that is.
With the magic wardrobe, I told y'all about like how they have a magic wardrobe.
Oh yeah. Okay, I do remember that.
Yeah, so just getting back into my roots, I think, is what I feel like in my style.
Julian, you look at that Psy, you know. He got on. I've never seen him with his baggy.
Yeah.
If you know him, you ever been to his DJ sets? You know he's a DJ, by the way. Pants. He's trying to be nonchalant about it, but he always got like some.
He fed into the baggy pant trend.
Some ambiguous undercover type looking jeans. But you know, today I was a little surprised. You know, they're this baggy. They're cool. I like the camo, but can you speak on that? Like, I feel like you're breaking news to everybody right now. What is going on?
Breaking barriers.
Hey, we got time. We got some time. We got a couple minutes. I got a lot to talk about.
Go. Just talk.
As far as personal style, in this evolution in my personal style, I feel like back then, I was thinking about this in the shower today.
Best time to think.
Exactly. So that's why like it's so important. I was thinking about how like back then when I first got into it's a lot. When I first got into like buying vintage, I wanted like the grills, you know, like Jerry Lorenzo back then. He always was like some of the Nirvanas, you know, Tools, you know, Metallicas, you know. I always wanted a grill. I always wanted a good grill. So whenever like into the scene, like this couple of thrift cons, I would always want to buy grills. I want to buy like some cool Nirvana, L7, 9 Inch Nails, like punk T-shirts, whatever the case may be. Whatever I can get my money back on. Now I sold all that shit. At this thrift con. So like I'm kind of starting anew. It's exciting, but it's very scary too because back then when I would leave my room, I would have shirts just like ready to be put on, and now it's like I have to think about what I want to put on. So a lot of the stuff that I was like, what is it? How is that funny? Why is that funny? So like a lot of the stuff that I was like, now a lot of the stuff that I'm like buying, it's kind of like bounce off what Jackie said. It's a lot of the stuff that like the younger me would want to. Well, compared to you like kind of grew up with like that scene. I never grew up with like. I never grew up in a scene phase. I never grew up in like an emo phase. Like, you know, I would always like respect it. I always saw it. You know, growing up in the internet age, I always saw it.
Hey, you missed out.
I did. No, I know I did. Like every person, like every girl and every guy that I talk to that like is of my age, I always like ask them like, did you ever have like an emo phase? You ever had like a scene phase? They always say like yes or no. I always just say yes. I always ask like, how was it? Like, man, it's cringy. It's cringy as fuck. But like, I kind of respect it. Like, you were such a young person and you just didn't care. You didn't care what other people thought. You just dressed the way you did. And like back then, I always cared about how I dressed. You know, like back then, like back when Bape was bopping Ichiman and all that. Like I wanted to wear Bape.
Wait, what y'all know about Ichiman?
I wanted to wear Bape, bro. Like I wanted to wear Supreme.
You know,
like,
that song came out the day I got my first Bape hoodie.
Bro,
check on Instagram. I swear.
No, literally.
I swear.
Because like, no,
it's
but
on
like,
my Instagram.
Yes, bro. Like back then, like you had to care. You had to care, and like. Mm-hmm. Now, like growing up, like I don't care anymore. I just want to buy the shit that reminds me of like when I was happy, you know, like when I didn't give a fuck. Like,
so what are the kids caring about now?
Kids are caring about a lot of shit.
About rig,
scene versus swag, swag versus scene. No, that is true. That's true, bro. That's true, bro. It's so sad.
What's sad about that? I cared about Rick's.
No, but like no, I
cared about Raph. Actually, Raph is. I thought Raph was better when I was in high school. Like I think Rick like. There's like a big stretch from like his Ramones to like his more like experimental stuff.
There is a huge stretch.
Like I think like you like Ramones.
I love Dark Shadow.
I love Dark Shadow too. I love early Dark Shadow. No,
I feel like a lot of people like it. Not saying you guys do, but like because of the price point, it is lower.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. I like his stuff. I like his leather stuff. Like his leather stuff is really good.
It's just the reason why Dark Shadows.
I like both though.
Yeah, it's just like you can wear it. You can wear.
Nah, to be real,
I want a gimp hoodie.
Some of my favorite jeans I've ever had were like those Dark Shadow Detroits.
Yeah,
and then there was another pair that was like flared.
Those
like
are the slab
craziest.
ones, no?
I think so.
Yeah,
Like were they frayed Yeah, they were salvage, and they had the frayed like.
Yeah.
We saw those in New York.
Yeah.
They were blue too, bro.
Yeah.
They were so
Made in
dope.
Japan?
Nice, yeah.
Huh?
Were they made in Japan?
I don't remember. But
Usually he has like those at
Well, those are only at Self Edge. Yeah.
Yeah, Selfridge. Yeah.
I had got them from Grow like years ago, but they
Yeah.
were like so nice, and I got them and they were dark shadow. That's why I'm like, these hoes are so clean. Like I always like their jeans better, anyways. But I'm only like now really getting into like the drop crotch type shit. You know what I mean? Like I do like it, but like I'm just not every day for me personally. But I do like it.
I couldn't.
Do I really like now wear baggy shit? I feel like I always wear baggy shit. This is like my first really like.
Yeah.
No, I've seen you wear that before.
Yeah, right. Like, well,
But not
you
like
know,
that.
back in the day type shit.
Yeah, back in the day, you know, back
A few
when.
years ago.
Well, if he don't talk, he's probably talked.
Probably like 2
He's
years.
probably talked the most right now. You know, I've never seen him talk this much in the public. Technically, this is the public. You know, we're speaking to the public.
Julian, I think that you selling all your closet is a great idea for anybody that wants to start fresh and just be creative and just gravitate towards whatever pulls you. Like, I think that's the best way to like dress yourself. Honestly, just to like see what you like, what moves you, what makes you feel something. Put that shit on. If you feel good, then that's what matters. And yeah, I think that's a great idea to start new.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I've been doing, but like
Yeah.
I sell vintage basically to make extra money. So like I kind of like buy for myself, but I also buy mainly to sell. So like if I see something and I want to wear it, I'm just going to wear it, but I'll sell it too. So like I think, and to talk about that modern grunge thing, like I did see someone on TikTok be like, "Oh, this is modern grunge, blah blah blah." And I think people were kind of low key roasting him because of it, and I'm like, I mean, it's funny, but also I do get it. Like it is a thing, like modern grunge, like that makes sense. Like why wouldn't it make sense? But I guess it's just basically dressing like you're homeless, low key. Because it's basically it's always like Jeremy Allen White, Jacob Elordi, or like fucking Shia LaBeouf.
Has, like,
Well, not Jacob, but Shia LaBeouf. Like those white boys with like, you know, you see it on the Explore page. Like just them though, because like this is basically streetwear, like homeless, chic, like.
Yeah, it's very chic.
I mean, like it looks cool though. I like it because it's very comfy, and like just putting on random shit that is like vintage or whatever the fuck, modern, whatever you like. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Right. And this is just an indicator of what's happening. I mean, everyone's selling their stuff. I sold my stuff, you know, online.
Recession.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a recession indicator.
Right.
Dressing like homeless.
That's a good segment to end this on, though. You know, we'll get back to you guys.
Let's take a shot.
Well, I think
And how does it
literally,
relate to each other?
literally what we were talking about just now, like how we're all selling all over our shit and starting over. I feel like people are gonna start doing that. Maybe be a little bit more selective with their clothes is what I would hope too, because like, can we please stop buying from like Shein and shit?
Yeah. Shein.
No, it's not gonna change.
Temu.
We're trying.
These are all AI
AI.
clothing brands.
Clothing brand?
AI.
Wait, elaborate what that means.
AI
exactly.
NPC clothing brands.
I agree, NPC.
Temu, Zara kinda.
But like
H&M,
this message will not reach those people. You know, we're too like, you know, we're
Amazon.
not NPCs.
Brand clothing.
Dillard.
Dillard's for sure.
Stop talking.
Banana Republic.
Stop talking. You're getting close. Yeah, Banana Republic. Hey.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Bomb show.
Hey, breaking news, guys.
Breaking news, guys.
News.
The Banana Republic is officially closing down. Pour one out for the whites.
And the Mexicans, Monterrey people a lot. Specifically.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No.
Oh.
One of the options of who's gonna take the space, Abercrombie.
Yeah, because he moved out. Why'd you?
No,
Yeah, because he
well.
moved out.
Yeah, so I mean, it has to be something with big. It's a big space. Two stories.
real quick?
So.
I think they
Wait,
should.
can we guess real quick? Who do you think is gonna be?
I think they should just like rent the space out to me for like $1,000 a month, and I'll sell vintage.
He's like, I only need this corner.
Literally.
Leave the racks and the hangers.
Yeah, just I'll put everything up myself. Don't worry.
Can we use the second floor?
What's the topic?
Yeah, that's a better.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about like
Let's be on top.
That
current state,
is still
but
a thing
like
though. It's still fashion.
yeah. Like I feel like people are doing a lot of more like you said, like smaller brands and like local shit, or like the spray painting or the not 3D printing, but like the printing, the printing, and
So these are all Margiela babies.
Shit that it like takes a lot of effort and time and like a story, but also one of one. You know, all of these exciting things. I think is what we're headed into. Like we're already there, but I think
upcycling and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be more like trendy, more to like the everyday people are gonna start looking into it. Maybe.
I have a vision from the future. I think that is what it is. I think people are thirsting for like someone to tell them what to buy. Yeah. Or what to do, or like
we are here for that.
Or like, or be like, yo, I have this, you know, come support it. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like people want to connect more to like what they're buying.
Because like, I mean, who was that before? You know, it was Ye, and then you know, and then like Virgil, not Virgil himself, but like people he co-signed were the people listen to. You know, because he low-key didn't have hot take. I think low-key Virgil himself didn't have much swag. I think that he made cool stuff, but himself, he wasn't like, he ain't got like aura like that, you know, not like the people he associated himself with.
Hold on. I guess comparatively, right?
Yeah,
so. But he did have swag though.
No, right, but like, I mean, I'm saying more like the people who he like co-signed were the people who really carried
I agree
his brand
for sure.
Okay, so it's like, the bottom line, what do you think is upcoming for fashion? So can you say it one more time? Say it one more time.
Upcoming?
Well, like one sentence. Like, you were saying how like you think you want someone like to tell you what to wear.
Oh, like a curator?
You think that like that's like the new thing? Like it's gonna be curators?
I think that is the brand. I think that's people's.
Well, what's the next thing?
After that,
I think you put it best, bro. You mentioned it. You said Ye. I think that Ye has an incredible vision for fashion right now. I think that he's when I think of the two words future and fashion, I think of like how back in the future kind of like conceptualize whatever the future may be in their reality. I think like here in our reality, the future is going to be very like bleak in a sense, or in the sense of like it's less of style is going to be still like a very prominent thing, but it's less of like the style and like again what you're being told to wear, and more of the accessibility. I think that what Ye is doing right now is he's creating a brand that is extremely like it's kind of like basic, right? It's their basics. It's like H&M. It's like Abercrombie.
But it's design,
like,
actual design.
But it's extremely designed. It's extremely curated and extremely accessible.
So you think the next trend is accessibility?
I think the next trend is accessibility, and it's the evidence is the vintage right now. That's the evidence. Like
find this guy,
because you look at the girls on TikTok, they're doing thrift flips. They're doing like, hey, I just bought this new dress, but it's like a 20s flapper dress, and it's like too big on me, so I'm gonna like tailor it so it fits me like a Skims dress. Accessibility is a thing. You look at Skims, you look at Ye, everyone's like looking at that for silhouettes. Everyone's looking at that for accessibility, and that's gonna become the blueprint for the future.
To have your own brand, basically.
Not to have your own brand, but like
to be accessible to like others.
To be like, I think of it more like just really, really basic. Like look at like those two brands, Skims, Ye. Like they're very like basic in a sense, but it's like
stylish.
The silhouette is what's like the prominent thing. It's silhouette first, then marketing, and then
number one is vision.
Okay, vision.
Number one is who's giving you the vision.
Nah,
I think so, honestly, because there's other people that have these kind of things, but like I think for Kanye and Kim, both of them specifically, they both like are the ones that are like selling you the product itself. Like, this is mine. Like, you're buying it because it's mine. I think honestly that is number one.
And then I do agree with Danny.
Two is accessibility.
Because I think
it's true. Well, you had a really good point, and like I don't think you're wrong at all. But I think I was talking to you guys about this like not that long ago about how products now have to be sold like a person has to sell you themselves essentially in order for you to buy a product. Like think of like well, yes, but I think now it's more invasive because like because of social media. Like I think we it's almost like a parasocial thing sort of, but the video itself or like the point was like about streamers and how streaming is becoming very popular. Essentially like everybody's gonna be streaming because like we want to be part of the process of a product. So like think about music, for example. Like Justin Bieber's been streaming on Twitch, and and like I think that's a very interesting thing because he doesn't necessarily need the money from it. But think about it, like as he's streaming, he's showing you his everyday life. Like say he's making an album, like now you're very interested in when that album is going to come out, and now you're going to like listen to that album when it comes out because you were technically part of the process of it. And so like a basketball player showing you he's training, and then you're excited to watch him play because you watched him practice. You were essentially sort of there, and obviously not really, but that's what the kind of direction we're headed in terms of like a product is. You have to be part of the process too, and streaming is going to really aid that for all of these rich people basically.
So just the product itself is not enough anymore for people.
It's not.
They want more. You want more.
I think that's how it's always been though. Like, were you buying a vintage T-shirt who wasn't Jared Lorenzo that's like putting it out there? Like, it's always been like that.
True, but I think what she means is like a more in the like like you said, invasive. So more people want like behind the scenes now and stuff, and they want to watch you make it. And they're gonna be like, yeah, I remember when he stitched this on there. You know, they want. I don't know. They just want to see that.
It's simply not enough to be these people. Like it's like David said. Like now he's talking about like Virgil didn't have swag, which is kind of crazy. But like it's because we have so many not replicas, but like people who are trying to be Virgil. Like we have a lot of people that are trying to lead the fashion scene. People enabled a lot of people to just make shit and like not well.
So did Amiri,
to put it nicely. But it's because it was a dream, like for him to be able to do something like his legacy and like live out his life that way in the fashion world. Like it made everyone feel like they could do it, similar to Ye.
Accessibility.
So I think you guys both had really good points, honestly.
Yeah.
And what we're headed.
But yeah, thinking
who knows?
Yeah, right. We don't know yet. But think about how you just said like how Virgil made it like a whole website about how to make a brand and stuff. But I think a lot of people forget that like he had like a whole like degree in architecture and
design.
Like, in this, he knew that like and people I think kind of forget about that. And they're like, oh, well, I can do that, and like. Now we have like Hellstar and we have like no, because people like water down what it means to have a brand.
You know why though, right?
Why?
Because the Virgil's whole 3% rule.
Right.
Like,
right. I mean, I was going back to CompuCon thing. Like the guy from Hellstar, he was they're asking him about how he did the Adidas now, the shell toes.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like them.
Okay.
Right. But he's like, oh, I got these from like shout out Jeremy Scott. Like they look like the Jeremy Scott with the flames. I get you. So like it's like referencing. Like it feels the same way. Like it's like the references are becoming too clear, and like whereas like people like Raph don't make it that clear. You don't know where it's coming from, but like you know it's referenced something, but like. It's like cool.
To go back on your whole thing about talking about like wanting to buy from small brands and stuff like that, I feel like for me personally, the reason why that's become such a difficult task to buy from like small brands is because they draw so much inspiration from whoever they like are inspired from, whether it be like Jun, Raph, Yoji, Rick, whoever it may be. When they draw that inspiration, they draw it very heavily, very very heavily. So it's evident into the product. I can name you like 5 brands that I know that all derive their like inspiration from like Jun, and it's evident in their even in their graphics. Like they flip this same like tribal thing. They same use that hoe, and I'm like, bro, like you don't even know about that. It's John. But like to go back into that point, it's just like you said, every single brand, not every single brand, but like a lot of the majority of the brands that like are becoming popular right now. The reason why they're popular may be because they are like their inspiration is so prominent in their own product, and their product is what accessible, more so than what they're driving that inspiration from. For example, like that one brand, like there's this one brand I forgot the name of it that I mentioned, but they like use the same gigs like Indian thing or the indigenous thing. They use the same design, but they put it on like some like jacket, and that jacket was like $150, way cheaper than like anything that Undercover put out back in like their retail eras. It becomes more accessible. So like those kids that grew up or like that are growing up being exposed to like this fashion shit, they're gonna want to buy from that brand instead of Undercover
because they like it's like adjacent to them.
That's why people buy reps.
Isn't that like right?
Yeah, that's a whole.
But also too like
that's the worst.
That's why people.
I think I'd rather you buy that than the rep.
I think that's why people always buy reps, and that's why people have always bought bootlegs because it's just cheaper. Like even like I mean Canal Street in New York, that's always been a thing, right?
Yeah, that's always been a thing. Yeah,
it's like it's not like anything new. Whether it's just this. Back then they were copying like the big luxury brands, so like you know the disconnect was obvious. Mm-hmm. Today it's like the small like business fashion brand creator that's just you know getting inspiration basically to make something they like, which is I mean it's not a boot, but it's not I don't think it's a boot, but it is obviously like a copy or like you see the inspiration. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you like you said it's too obvious.
Yeah, that's right.
So like that's where like. You know, you should get more creative with it to like maybe just put your own like flip on it, like change it a little bit, but like at least give it a little bit of your own flavor. You know what I mean? Just to like make it a little different.
Is that why we're so heavily into vintage, like all of us? Because like it's its own original story.
It's very unique.
It's very unique.
That's a lot of it is very unique, and I think that's why people are liking it.
Yeah. But I feel like it seems like a lot like because it's unique, but also. I like everyone's moving. Vintage just becoming way more and more popular every time, right? And then I just think I'm like, I don't know. I'm just big on like retail spaces and stuff like that. So like I'm kind of see a lot of new brands coming up. So like some of these brands, I don't know. Maybe like we don't need more clothes, but like I don't know. Some of them are doing really good stuff, So I don't know if I should like feel like. It all feels segregated right now.
Yeah.
Like, people who like I never met anybody who likes I mean, I'm sure they exist, but I'm just saying it's like it feels very segregated. Like that coexists in these two spaces, with like vintage and then like these type of new brands. Mm-hmm. It feels like I'm looking or like shoes. Like I like all of that. Like I can, pick one of each and make an outfit. And like I said, not say that they don't exist, but I'm just saying I've never really come across them. Like when I go to events, like I see the same people at this type of event, and then I go to this other event, I only see the same type of people here, but I never see them cross over. Very, very, very rarely.
Yeah. I was thinking about this in the shower too. I was thinking about like I was thinking about like it's kind of the same point. It kind of jumps off of that, but I was thinking about how like vintage has evolved a lot within its like little lifespan that it had existed. Let's think about like the past 20 years. It's evolved very quickly in the past 10.
In the last 5.
In the last 5, yes. I was being very like liberal with that number, but like yes, in the last 5 has evolved very, very quickly. But I was thinking about like ThriftCon, for example, like ThriftCon in Houston. Like even San Antonio, there was a very black and white contrast between two different crowds. There was a crowd that was trying to make money, and the crowds that were like fucking aura farming, sitting around, putting the little 9-inch nails t-shirt in the corner,
right?
Like
grails, but they're not selling them.
But they're not selling them.
No one's buying that right now.
It's very black and white, and I feel like vintage has become now. I think like
sneakers.
Yeah, it's become much more like a hobby. Like there's the hobbyists, and then there's the people like you, and like everyone else is trying to make money off of it. Like it's become very black and white, and I think that's the problem with like. I don't think it's a problem really. That's just like how the scene has evolved now. Like people are just there's people who want to make money, people who like focus on the trends, who like focus on what's like banging, who whatever's making money, they're focused on that. And there's the people like on the other side that only wants to focus on like hype t-shirts, only focus on like the hobby of it. Like it's evolved. And I was trying to make sense of it, how like why it became this way, and I just think it just evolved from like a fashion trend. Vintage was a fashion trend back then. It was, and then it just evolved. Now it solidified itself into a hobby. Like I think that's just really it. Like there's just people now who like treat it like Pokemon cards. You know, like I think of like I was gonna say this too. Like I have friends who like Angel who like he does Pokemon cards and he like collects Pokemon cards. He flips them. Like whenever he says like, yeah, I just bought this card for like $200 and I just flipped it for like 600. Like, bro, how the fuck did you do that? Like to me, that's like so otherworldly. But like probably like to him, like whenever I say like I just bought this T-shirt for like 70 and just flipped it for like 120, it's like, bro, how the fuck? It's the same way. It just became a hobby. Yeah, it just became a hobby.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It is a hobby, but I also do think like. I also do think there is a way to make a business out of it. Like, I mean, obviously, if you have a business, obviously, and you enjoy it, I think that's a way for it to not feel like a job.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I guess there is a difference between all of them, but also like,
No, but you're kind of right because there are like there's hobby stores, right? There's like stores that sell Funko Pops, fucking miraculously, right? How the fuck do they do that? There's also like stores that sell like Pokemon cards and all that. They turn their hobby into a business. I think that you're right that you can like make a business out of it.
Still enjoy it, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess it is more of like the accessibility thing, right?
Yeah.
You just put it in people's faces, show them like what it is, and like they can do something with it. You know what I mean?
And that's also the thing with the market.
Well, I think Julian's right because it's evident when you go to these markets. Like we were just talking about how San Antonio was better than Houston, but like Houston, honestly, like the first couple of hours was kind of sad. Like it was just slow and usually like the energy's high. Like people are excited and like. I don't know, the lights were dim and shit. Like
they turned it down for fucking Paul Wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's evident that it's a hobby now because there's not as many people showing up. It's like David said, like we need you guys to put in more effort now because like it's not enough for you to show up with your t-shirts and different hangers and shit and like because I'm not gonna want to look through that fucking rack if you have like 30 billion material kinds of hangers or like if there's too many shirts packed on the rack, like I can't even move the
Nobody
t-shirts.
Nobody cares anymore, man. I'm thinking about like 2018 Montrose Market. 2018 Montrose Market was like way better than like what we have now, bro. Like motherfuckers have. I was just talking about this the other day. I was like, man, I hate. So if you do this, do not put your banger on a plastic rack next to your $5 shit, bro. Do not do that shit, bro. Don't do that. Because if I see that banger, I'm like, yo, I just came up.
I think it's because like a lot of people saw like the hype. Okay, now I got my point now.
There we go.
All right. I think the thing is that a lot of people saw the vintage boom during the pandemic along with everything else. So a lot of people just saw like a quick way to get rich, make money. That's what a lot of kids, and not just kids, these are all adults as well because we were all just stuck at home, not working or whatever. Getting extra money from the government was nice to help you start a business. So a lot of people just got into it for that. Me personally, I've always liked vintage. I've always been into it. I really have. I've always bought it even before there was a scene here or whatever. I bought it from eBay. So that's why I kept doing it. And then it just so happened to have become an opportunity for me to become a vintage reseller during the pandemic because of who I knew and stuff like that, my connections. For me, that's what I was trying to get at. I love it. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy selling it because it's just what I like. It's what I know. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you want to make money off something like that? Mm-hmm. I guess that's how I see it. As a hobby, like, honestly, that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, I don't even see it as a hobby for myself.
What do you see it as?
Because it's just a part of life at this point. It's just what it is. Like, It's not a hobby. Like, if I was to say what's my hobby, I'd be like, running or like fucking reading maybe. You know what I mean? Like, but that's just for me. I see the people every day that talk about vintage being their hobby. You know what I mean? Like the people that collect expensive shit, random shit, whatever, niche of vintage, like true vintage, whatever. Like I see those people that see it as a hobby. And I think those people need to exist too, obviously, because like they're the ones that pay up for certain shit. But I guess to like round that point of where I was getting to, like. Where is it? Where is it, guys?
we lost it.
I was at it. Hey, I'm just being passionate. Right. I'm just being passionate.
That's the thing. That's at the end of the day. That's the point. You know.
Yeah.
Be passionate about it.
Yes. Enjoy what you do.
That's what I was gonna say. Not really, but.
But you feel it.
But yeah, because I think it's like you said. Like, it's not so much that. It's a hobby. I think, like you said, like it's a part of life because for us, it's like we get up every day and we're trying to decide what outfit to wear, and like it's not a matter of like it doesn't match. It's a matter of like it doesn't feel like me right now.
Yes.
So, like if I don't even know how it's a feeling. Like you can't really almost explain it.
Like to me, when people are like, "Oh, I'm about to start dressing." It's cold. I'm about to start dressing. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if it's cold. I'm gonna wear whatever I want regardless. Like, this is not just like, oh, I'm getting a fit off today. I'm getting a fit off you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna wear what I like, what I feel best in every day, and that's just what it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people have just got into like this stuff. It's very mainstream to care about what you like, which I think is great though, because it creates innovation. It creates more stuff that people can be interested in. But it's like it's just funny, like for people to have when you see people getting into it. You know what I mean? Like explaining it to them, or like it's like, oh, I don't. Sometimes it's hard to get, but it's not for everyone. But I think it is very cool that people are now being more interested and caring more about how they dress, because it's like, well, what wouldn't you want to see people that dress cool every day? Goes back to Yeezy, you know,
that's
accessibility.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I wanted to say some closing thoughts. Like, I think like the gist of what we were saying, everything we were saying right now, is that where is fashion going? Fashion is going in a direction where you kind of like you find your own passion, you find your own love, you find your own care, wherever it may come from. Where it comes from a streamer, Rice Gum, or wherever it comes from, like Ariana Grande or some shit.
He said he started at you.
Like whoever it comes from, does it come from a person? It comes from your hobby. Does it come from music? Does it come from what video games you play? Does it come from who you watch?
All of it matters.
All of it matters, because at the end of the day, that's where you're deriving what your culture comes from.
What you like.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your shit, bro. That's exactly what it is, bro. And that shit will never die. That shit will never die.
Culture. Family. We are here for the conclusion of the video.
What was the question?
The question, what is our favorite era of fashion? I said...
What'd you say?
Right now. I think right now is the best time for fashion, just because you have options. You can dress however you want. You can go wherever you want. You can find whatever, put it all together from all the eras up to this point. It don't matter. As long as you like it, you know?
Do you have the answer?
You go.
I have... So this is kind of like a biased answer. It's very biased.
Okay,
that's a point.
Let's hear it.
It's I want to say it's like I have multiple, bro. I feel like we
said one, buddy.
All right, one buddy. 2018 era of fashion was like the best era of fashion.
San Francisco vintage long sleeve.
Well, hey, excuse me. Does it tell you?
That's too deep.
What did you say? San Francisco.
Deep cut.
I get it.
Go, just speaking.
Julian.
No, that's kind of scary because I was like super heavily into San Francisco back then, bro. Like that's actually
really scary, maybe that's what we're talking about.
Oh, bitch. Oh,
this
bro,
dude,
like scared.
Bro, you're scaring me. I'm so deep into like, duh.
Julian that forgets everything the day after. Like he has no memory past one day.
Bitch, I forgot.
Hey, we're gonna post a picture right here.
No.
Julian has a memory of a peanut.
No, actually, though.
Wait, hey,
bro, that's why you scared me, bro. You scared me.
Go.
Oh, bro, hold on.
He used to wear Tony Montana jerseys.
For those that don't know, obviously,
Julian. You're such a Mexican.
We seen pictures of Julian in 2018, and he did not dress to like what he's about to say.
No undercover 85s.
No, that's literally not what I'm gonna say, bro.
All right, well, tell us, please.
NMDs, Ultra Boost. You had the taper skinny jeans.
Really?
You had the Fear of God collection
honestly,
one,
like
bro.
my least favorite era.
Ultra Boost, like the
Ever.
like the all white ones.
You either
I love those. I love those.
You
No,
either had triple white, triple black, or you had the
Triple white was better though.
or you had the ones with like there was like the gray ones, right? Like I forgot.
Are you talking about the white threes? You think about the white threes?
I'm thinking
wore.
about the NMDs.
I had white threes.
No, the NMDs you had triple whites, or you had the ones with the red and the blue ones.
What about that peak hype beast era?
That is peak hype. That's
Do
literally
you like the best though? What about it?
What do I like about it?
Is it nostalgic or like
Start
what
Googling
exactly
stuff.
about it makes you be like that's my favorite?
I think that it defined what hypebeast was. Truly, like besides like what was hypebeast before that era was
Derogatory.
it was
Hypebeast
avant-garde.
derogatory.
That I was gonna say it was like what was that one brand that A$AP Rocky always wore?
Black scale.
Black Scale, Ben Trill. They wanted to be Rick Owens so bad. They wanted to be like super avant-garde.
I feel nothing has changed.
No,
I still want to be.
But my
Rick
point
Owens.
is that like the 2018 era, Jerry Lorenzo, Off-White, Samuel Ross, A Cold Wall, like all that shit. Like
Cold Wall, you have my heart,
bro. Rest in peace now, bro. Like,
No,
Samuel Ross stepped out. But like my point being is that like Fear of God Collection 1.
That changed my.
No, like that. No, like I don't want to be like.
My vision changed after that.
I'm not trying to glaze Jerry Lorenzo, but like Fog 1, like that shit was like.
That with the Chevy
That shit
and
saved
the
your
goats.
That ain't saved my life, bro.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the ad he did, like that first ad I saw was like with the Chevy, the old school Chevy, and like someone was driving in, and there was like goats in the like following. It was like one of his first ads.
It's like when
I was
Pyrex,
like, what is this? And then,
it's like when Pyrex first started. Like it inspired a generation, and that generation ended up like evolving that thing that they grew up with. You know, like that's why I think that 2018 is my favorite era of fashion, because it was the formula for everything that came before then. Every brand, you look at Hellstar right now, and you water it all the way down.
you're gonna listen to this.
You water it all the way down, and it's Fog 1, bro. It's Fog 1. Fog 1 is it derived into what Hellstar became now.
I feel like more like Pyrex, but
Pyrex,
like
Fog
Pyrex,
1, but like it all goes hand in hand,
like
bro.
they meet. At some
It's a
point.
triangle, bro. Like
I feel like with the streetwear stuff, we're like it went like this really high peak, then it died down, and then like in like 15 years we're gonna look back and it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like where we are right now, and it's gonna be like all the way over here.
another thing that I wanted to say was like another thing that also like helped that era of like 2018, 17, 16, like that era. That's the reason why it's so cool to me was because Demna was still at Vetmont's Demna era.
Martine Rose is better than them now. You know, she helped a lot of his early seasons, which are seen as his best work. You know,
she did, but like that's you're going off a whole different topic. Like,
all right, I just wanted to say that.
No, but like,
get that on record.
For the short term that Demna was at Vetmont's compared to Balenciaga, the short term that he was over there at Vetmont's, Vetmont's was Vetmont's because of Demna. That's all.
Yeah, it's a whole movement.
Yeah, like he created that.
That's where the archive bros were birthed. I feel like the North Star is Vetmont's.
Again, bro. Again, you water down these brands, you're gonna get what? Fog 1, Vetmont.
Yeah. So is that the North Star Supreme?
That's
Off-White.
Jesus, bro.
Well, who's Jesus
in this
world?
Demna's not literally,
An
not
apostle.
literally
I don't know
or
about-
figuratively.
That's crazy.
I mean, like the era that it was the era for a lot of these kids. Me too. Like it was Genesis. Like that was Genesis. Now we're in like apocalypses, bro. That's where we're at right now,
I
bro.
was gonna make another Hellstar joke, but I'm done bidding on them now.
Dude, I don't know. I'm like sitting here. I feel like there's like footage of me. I'm like this, like calculating, like trying to figure out my answer, and I don't know.
It's a tough answer.
I low-key need to change my answer.
Wait, before you do that, David, then
Okay.
Say
Because
that.
I'm like being influenced
Say
by
that.
y'all right now. Like,
So
David, go.
okay, so I think the best era of fashion, I think, is the one that I lived the most, which was when I was going into my junior year from sophomore to junior.
It was 2018.
No. It was like 15, I think, somewhere 15. I went to New York, and I met all these people that like are very highly, like I met Lucas Sabbath, I met Ass Pizza, I met Young Naf. Y'all remember Young Naf? Like he kind of went into like whatever, but he was pretty popular. Like Rax, I was part of the Complex like sneak Supreme line. I think for me that was peak. Like going into Y3 and buying a Y3 shoe, which was like the hottest shoe you can get
back then, bro.
Like the hottest shoe because Jerry wore it. Jerry Lorenzo wore it, and like
that was
just Adidas was just hot, and like I think for me that had to be the best. That like Supreme felt that way. Yes. Still like I still have like I remember what I got, everything I got, and like I remember the week one was that. You know how the Supreme used to do necklaces, gold necklaces every first week. I know Supreme. I know like Supreme how it works. Like I know how much. I can tell you how much shit is priced before it releases.
I used to have the Playboy one, the gold brick one.
Yeah,
I used to have.
I still have the money one, the 100. But when I was there, it was so I had an option. Literally the Supreme it dropped the last day I was there. That time I was there for like a month a month and a half, and because my aunt lives there. Not because I have hella money, but it was this Uzi one, which now it goes for so much,
bro.
bread.
You know what's that one pissed me off. That one pissed me off. You know why? Because I literally bought the second chain they ever made because I think the first one was like the Virgin Mary or like something like that.
Crazy.
But then the second one they made was the Playboy one, and I bought that one. That didn't sell out right away because it was a lot for a gold chain. And then they dropped the gold brick one. That one didn't sell out really either.
They would be the same every time.
But when the fucking Uzi one,
who wore that? Someone wore that one.
Who Uzi?
No.
I think it was Connor. I think it was Ian Connor.
It was Ian Connor. It was either it was for sure Ian Connor or like Playboy Cardi or both of them. I can't recall right now.
That's the reason why. But
that's what pissed me off because it's like, damn, y'all were not buying the other gold chains.
They didn't even know about it.
And like,
so I remember
they used to have rings too.
Yeah. So I remember I was at the front of the line. I camped overnight, whatever. I'm just telling my experience on why I felt this way, but I camped out overnight. I remember I told the guy, "Can you hold one?" I was like top 30. I'm like, "Can you hold one?" So I got what I got. I told him, "Can you hold one? I'm gonna go to the bank and get some cash." I didn't have any cash left, but I was I want to call my dad.
Nice.
Like, Dad, can you buy me this $400 chain?
Yeah.
And he said no, but I tried. He told me, the guy like, yeah, go back. I'll hold it for you. But I'm just like, it felt real. Like all this, it felt like the people around you knew what they were talking about. Yeah. Now I feel like you couldn't have like a conversation with people.
Yeah, it was fun.
I think it was fun for me. It was fun being in Soho. It was a hobby.
It was a part of. Our
life. It was just fun being in Soho, and like now Soho doesn't feel the same, obviously, because we just went. It doesn't feel the same. It's just very touristy. It was always touristy, but like like seeing like all these stores for the first time, being from some place like Houston where we don't get like a third of this, and seeing it all in person for the first time, it kind of cemented everything for me. I feel like that trip made me who I am now. Like it cemented it because I was very young. I was going into junior year. How old was that? Like 16, 15?
Yeah.
So I think that era was my favorite because I got to live it 100% in New York, and like that's where it was. Like I met Lucas Sabbath before he was even Lucas Sabbath.
That was the place to be at that time in New York.
What was that group? It was Ass Pizza and
Spaghetti Boys.
Spaghetti Boys, yeah.
One of my grails is still that Spaghetti Boys Off-White collab with it's like a bowling shirt with the pocket pocket, and it's Off-White thing on it. That's still one of my grails. Like it's still up there. Like something. One day hopefully. I think they had it in the Paris exhibition.
Yeah, isn't that the one where who fought who? It was
Cardi. Like, don't touch him, Cardi. Don't touch him.
But who fought who? It was London.
You're talking about when Ian Connor and ASAP Bari fought at Colette.
No,
was it Colette?
No, I think you're talking about in an apartment.
You know
what talking about where he's like, don't touch him, Cardi.
Yeah, I know that one. But then Connor fought someone like London something.
You're talking about Tefilus London.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
That's the one.
Was it at Colette?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure she's Colette.
I'm pretty sure it was
Colette.
I think it was Colette, but like basically like, it was that. From what I remember, I think it was Ian Connor and Tefilus London fighting at his pop up with Off-White and Colette, and then some bullshit like that.
Yeah. They still. I think they fought like a couple years ago at ComplexCon too.
No.
So like it's still ongoing.
Wait, Barry fought someone in the last ComplexCon.
Redacted. Redacted.
Anyways,
yeah. Jackie.
Yes.
She
well, now that I've been influenced by all y'all's answers, I don't know, because I went back and forth, and this is crazy, but I do miss skinny jeans.
True.
I miss skinny jeans.
We know.
We know. But also, like, one of my favorite eras was, like, when I first started getting into, like, really baggy pants. Like, I love pants. I think, like, it was just a pant. It's just, I'm realizing now that I love pants. But, the best is just, like, sneakers, too, because of the way that your pants fit on top of your sneakers. And I feel like when I was wearing skinny jeans, like, it was like what we would call like the art hoe look. So you wear like
True.
Yeah,
like Tupor and all that,
like long, colorful or like funky socks. Roll up your jeans so they show a little bit, and then like checkered bands.
The Tyler ass shit, bro.
Yes, the Tyler era.
Like the Tumblr era, like
yeah, a little bit post Tumblr era.
Yeah, the end of that era. Yeah.
Post Tumblr era, but
Good.
But that was like because when I started like really thrifting, and so at the same time like it was like a t-shirt thing. So I don't know, like I think like streetwear era was like really good, but for me it would have been personally like either like 2018 or even more recently like 2022, 2023. I think was when I perfected like the silhouette of the pants paired with the shoe. Towards when I went to Japan, or when we went to Japan.
Place Japan.
And like one of my favorite outfits is like this like really baggy, like kind of white cream colored pants, and I stacked it with like these New Balances slippers, and like it just looks so good together. But like those pants don't really look good with any other shoe, and so I never wear them anymore. But anyway, I don't know. Either 2018 or like more like 22, 23 era for me is the best era.
Type shit. Kind of the same, yeah.
Yeah. Mine wasn't as like thought out.
Nostalgic.
This is y'all were just talking about men's fashion.
Nah, it's all together. Nah, but I did change my answer though.
Oh yeah.
Because I realized hearing y'all's, it's like all very nostalgic to y'all. Like when it's like a good like era of fashion that y'all really enjoy, and obviously it's so. I mean, I have one too. I think for me it's like probably I'd say maybe like 2007, 8, and 9 was when I first started like really getting into it. Like I was like, okay, I'm buying Jordans. I want to wear certain pants, certain jeans. I want to start like skating, and I started skating when I was a kid, and then I stopped like in sophomore year, and then like all these, I was buying streetwear. I was into sneakers, Nike SB, the fucking Karma Loop, you know, fucking Cricks and Castles, Diamond Supply, LRG.
10 Deep.
This was street 10 Deep. This is Undefeated. This was like streetwear era. Blog, no, not Truck Fit. Definitely not Truck Fit. That shit was whack. Yeah. It still is. But anyways,
I don't think it. Yeah, I think that was
it never took
a bad judgment of mine.
That shit was whack. It's a mall brand. To me at that point when I was working in a to me at that point when I was it's like going to Zoomies back then was, you know, it was just like not. It was not it. It's like you just want to go somewhere cooler. You want to have these stores. Where Shannon Street Waves.
Yeah. Whoa! Deep cut. No, I think we've talked about this.
Shannon Street Waves. A-Front.
Not here, but like other.
A-Front was a cool store, a cool skate shop.
Which one?
A-Front. I think it was in the Heights. I forgot, but I remember looking at a blog at school, seeing like the Nike SB Dunk Low, Costin, the blue ones, Thai Temples, and I remember at that point I was like, damn, I want this shoe so bad. I want to go get it. And I was like, I didn't have any Nike SBs at that point yet. So I was like, Mom, let's go get it. I think I was like maybe like 14 or 15. So I wasn't whipping like that yet. So I was like, Mom, please, let's go get it. We went. They had it just sitting on the table. I was like, do you have a size 9? And they did. And I just wore the fuck out of that shoe for like for like a good minute. So like just getting into that, like, you know, like the raw denim, the blogs. I was listening to a lot of like Currency, and like, to me, Currency is like a mad underrated style icon when it comes to fashion. Not like fashion like that, but just style, like stylistic. Like he was the one that was like pushing that, in my opinion, at that point. Him, that whole blog era of music, I really enjoy, just because it was cool. Like, you have these brands that were coming up at that point, and the sneakers, you know, it was very still much like a rare thing, like collectors, if you know type of deal back then. You had to look at 23 is back to see what's coming back. So see, that's what I'm saying. Like, so to me, that era of like going out and getting it is very nostalgic to me, obviously, and like I like it. I enjoy it a lot. It was cool to be able to go to a store and buy the shoe that you wanted. And you know, it's funny. That's why I said now, because we're kind of at that point again where like you can just go and get whatever shoe you want, and it's probably sitting on a shelf, most of them. So like,
except the Travis's.
Yeah, so it's like, and also too, back then it's like that wasn't a thing. Like, you know, being into streetwear, being into sneakers, that was not mainstream at all. If you were into it, you were like one of few. So like when you saw someone else into it, it was like, oh shit, what's up? Like community type of thing. Like, you know, you fuck with this, I fuck with this. So like, fast forward to today, I feel like now we're kind of getting back into that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I feel like what I talked about what I wrote for the page, like how everyone used to want to be part of the community. You know, we used to want to be like, I mean, I used to want to have friends who like wear the same shoe or something, or like let's do stupid stuff, like, you know, like you wear a 4 and I wear the 5, you know, like stuff like that. That would happen. Like you would just talk with people
because it was cool.
Yeah, and like want to be a part of it. You want to dress like each other. Now people want to dress like them. Like everyone wants to be different, but you just can't. It's just impossible almost to dress different.
There's nothing wrong with that either.
No, there's nothing wrong with that, but I think that's where like it. I think that, you know, we can sit here, we can spend like years having podcasts talking about the trends and talking about like what inspired us, and I feel like at the end of the day, fashion and the history of fashion would always be a flat circle, because at the end of the day, like what we are inspired by, the kids are gonna be inspired by 10 years from now,
or whenever.
Vice versa, and I feel like, but the one thing that keeps us all together, trends like whatever the trends that popped up back then, is like, at the end of the day, what brings us together is the idea of the community. Like that's why vintage is so popular.
And a good
right
time.
Now. Yeah,
it's a good nostalgic
and
time.
hating on Hellstar.
And yes, bro, that's literally why. That's why. That's why it's vintage.
Hating on Hellstar.
That's why vintage is popping now, though. Like vintage is popping now because everyone wants to be a part of a community. Like it's just like it's evolved, you know. Like, you know, back then our community was much more smaller. Now it's much more bigger. And it's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
But I feel like Danny said, we're going back to the same thing, and it's true, because like now you start seeing people again, and it's starting to feel like if you're wearing a certain type of shoe or certain type of like silhouette of your pant, or if you're wearing a certain shirt, you can start talking to them. Like you can just straight up go and be like, hey, like this or that, and they'll be like, oh yeah, what's up, you know? Like when we were at ThriftCon, and there was this guy with like these chrome like Nike shoes, which of course they make a lot, but there's some that go under the radar, and he had some, I forgot what the model was, but I was like, oh, like I like your shoes, and then like, look at this, I have this book, like the Comme des Garçons book, and he knew what it was. Like, you know, and only he would know because of what he was wearing, and like I'm like, this is what it felt like before.
Yeah, that connection.
Yeah, just that. So I think that was fun.
Yeah, same thing with the guy that like came up for the book too and was like, "Oh, I thought I thought you wouldn't know what you had."
Oh yeah. He told me that. I was like, what?
And
that's crazy.
That's really crazy. Yeah.
I was offended. I was a little offended, but I mean,
it is
whatever.
offensive because like, look at what we're wearing, or like, look at the stuff we have. Like, are you dead?
I think he just got too. He got too trigger happy. I think he just saw it. He didn't even look up. He was.
He
like,
did.
Oh, shit,
It's
like,
true. Yeah.
But I mean, I guess, you know, it's okay to be mad at that. I think. Of me excusing myself.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know. It's just nice to see you guys have such collective thoughts about it. I think for me, it's not that it's new. It's just that I'm kind of like finding like that spark again, because I think for me, it was like I started thrifting, but I got like hoardy. Like I was hoarding everything, and like I said earlier, like I was just buying anything that was cute, and it wasn't like I was gonna wear it, or I thought about selling it, but it would just sit in my closet. And then like I collected a lot of those pieces, and to finally get around to like selling all of that or giving it away, and like starting over, it's just refreshing. So like you said, it's like the best thing that you can do for your style, and yeah, and to move forward.
Facts. Right. Very facts.
It's a good thought process right here. A good train of thought we just had.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to end it, though.
I am Walt Disney.
But thank you guys for tuning in. Lots and lots of more things to come. Any questions? Anything you want to let us know? You know, DM us, please. We want that. Whatever it is.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.